Last year, s1mple played a team that may have literally been cheating and still managed to get 5 kills. But the game I'm going to look at, he only gets 4. So I'm going to show you what it takes for s1mple to go -13 in a 19-round game on his best map. Now let me tell you about today's sponsor. It's World of Warships, WoW for short. Have you ever gotten tired of only controlling one tiny measly little agent in CSGO? Because epic and massive warships await for you on the high seas of the World of Warships. Look at this size comparison. It's not even close. Not to scale. World of Warships is pretty similar to CSGO. You've got 2 teams, you've got a radar, you've got an objective, and your teammates in green suck. And if there was a purple in this game, they would be ready to yell at you. Relatable. Now stop. What comes to mind when I say UK CSGO? Is it Smooya? No, it's British battleships, a new addition to the landscape of your favorite game. Free-to-play game, that is. Your favorite free-to-play game. But Voo, tell us more about the game. Well, I'm a coach in CSGO, which means my favorite ship is the aircraft carrier, because you get to fly planes high up over your opponents and shoot down at them. Best time to start is now, with the link in the description to give you a free starter pack. A couple of days ago, s1mple said he enjoyed my content.
Voo, you know Voo? 30 CSGO tips, and I liked this video. And
I really appreciated the compliment. That was really great to hear, so I figured I'd repay him by reviewing his worst game ever. And it's got no demo. Alright, what about the second worst game? Also, no demo. Well, this one does have a demo, but it's against Akuma. Alright then, let's go with the 4th worst game ever. It's from 2019 versus Vitality, and he only gets 4 kills. And he actually gets half of those 4 kills on a second round force buy with a Deeg in hand. Now he doesn't get it there, but if you look closely, you're going to notice Guardians on Na'Vi. That's my favorite player. But more importantly for the video, you're going to notice his aim is actually pretty on point. In fact, this is a situation where you would have forgiven him for dying without a kill, but he hits a very nice shot onto Apex, and then this situation here almost looks planned out. I've shown in a video before that if you stand right on the other side of a door when someone opens it, it opens backwards. And that's exactly what's going to happen to Shox here, which allows s1mple to turn around and get the kill. And I'll leave the rest of this round to your imagination. So the question then is, if his aim was on point, how does he manage to only get 2 kills for the rest of the game? And the story's going to start here on round 3 with Shox, an auto shotgun, and a Ferrari peek. I repeat, he just got Ferrari peeked by an auto shotting. And let's be honest, if this happened to you, you would probably be a little bit tilted. If you watched my video on Elijah's worst game, there was a lot of rounds that weren't his fault because he wasn't given a chance in the strat, and that doesn't actually happen all that often on this map despite it being T-side of nuke. s1mple generally has a chance, he's just not hitting instant headshots and they're capitalizing. And then Alex adds insult to injury with this shot onto Boomish. And then on the next round, he might only have a deagle, but this strat is designed for him to do well. He's going to be the 3rd man out here, 2 players leading ahead, and whoops, team flash. Whoops, team flash. My bad. Now he's got no chance. Okay, maybe this strat didn't give him much of a chance, at least the way it was run. But when I say he wasn't really missing, he was just getting destroyed, I think people underestimate what that can look like, even from the non-star players on a professional team. Because s1mple has a really nice play here. He actually delays his peek to outplay Shox, and if you watch it from Shox's POV, he's actually aiming at the wrong angle there, but then he hits that shot. And honestly, there's not much more s1mple could have done. Now, of course, that was Shox, who might not be the star player on Vitality, but he is, of course, one of the best players ever to play CSGO. And in the following round, we're going to have something very similar happen from RPK. s1mple's going to have someone molly his left side vent, so he only has to clear the right. RPK is stuck second vent here, and then he hits that shot. From 2017 until 2022, there are only 2 teams in which s1mple has had an under 1 rating for an entire year. Those 2 teams being Astralis in 2017 and Vitality in 2019. And a large part of that is certainly the ability for every player on Vitality to hit shots like that. And given that his actual rating against Vitality in that year was 0.99, it's possible that another large factor might literally be this round. Perhaps if he hits this shot, he would have actually had a positive rating. Now this is the part where I was going to do the math and show that because s1mple only played Vitality 7 times in 2019, if he had gotten that kill, it would have pushed him over 1.0 rating. But as it turns out, I did the math and I have no idea where the math went wrong because it doesn't add up. So I'm going to go back to what I do well, which is watch CS. The very next round is actually a bit of a turning point in this game for s1mple because he hasn't lost any confidence whatsoever. His team is making a lower play happen, and he's going to be lurking in ramp looking to catch someone that's rotating over. And he's not going to spot anyone in ramp, and then he's going to find this brilliant timing where Apex moves back to look at hell, but s1mple has already got by. And not only that, the window is broken. This is the absolute perfect scenario for s1mple to turn it around, and whoop. And Apex hears that, of course, and gets the free kill. Actually, watching this back, it turns out Apex couldn't hear him at all because he was too far away. I promise this isn't just a compilation, but this is a third round in a row where he misses a kill that he probably could be getting. I wouldn't, but s1mple could. Now, the rational thing to do after those rounds is probably to just smash your mouse and keyboard and give up on CS entirely. But what he's actually going to do is turn things around. Unfortunately, his team isn't going to do quite so well here, and he's going to end up in a 2v5. But he's got a very nice timing on Alex here, and he's actually going to go for a trigger discipline play here. He's going to wait for a while. Wait, how long are you going to wait? Oh, sorry, I paused the game. He's going to wait for a second and then get the kill. I'm going to be honest, my heart skipped a beat when Alex turned around. I really thought s1mple was just going to have another moment where he gets absolutely destroyed. But he does get the kill. Then he's in this 2v4, and actually, instead of trying to force the bomb plant, he tries to catch an early rotate and turn it into a 2v3. Probably something most people don't think about. Certainly, I would just go plant the bomb. Unfortunately, though, Vitality don't bite and give him a free kill, which means he will just turn back around and eventually plant the bomb. And at this point, I mean, where do you even go? Vitality could literally be coming from any of the entrances. They have no information at all. So he just makes his way over to ramp, but once Guardian dies, even getting one kill here is a pretty impressive feat. Now, if we remember back to the start, I said he only gets 4 kills this game, which means on the CT side of Nuke, which is, in my opinion, his best side of any map, he doesn't get a single kill. And it's going to start out with this. And then this. And then 10 rounds earlier, this happened. And I wasn't really sure what to make of it. But earlier today, I actually saw a clip of s1mple getting a kill scratching his face, and it kind of feels like that's what he was doing here, except with his other hand. Otherwise, I don't know, you tell me. But I showed that because round 18 didn't really have anything that interesting. They're retaking the lower bomb site, Guardian is in a fight with RPK, and then RPK turns around and kills s1mple right before he kills Apex. Unlucky. And then the final round of the game, sorry for the spoilers, is actually really interesting because he goes for an auto shotgun, perhaps trying to make up for the way Shox killed him in the first half, and then he just ends up sitting in hut for quite a while. But it's the end of the round that's actually fairly interesting because with any other gun, he probably just pushes in and takes control of lobby, and they can potentially play for a retake. But because he has an auto shotty and they have no utility, he has to try and get out onto site to hold the heaven play, and so he rushes over below heaven right when ZywOo tosses that flash, and he gets killed. And so there we have one of s1mple's worst games ever, and the key takeaway that I think you can learn from is he didn't lose confidence throughout the game. Look, if you're running right down at your opponents and they're countering it, maybe stop doing that. But if you have a style of play, just going full passive and never making an aggressive play again because you're having an off game, in my eyes, is actually more likely to make things go worse because you're playing in a way that you're not used to. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you like this, click on this other video here that YouTube thinks you'll enjoy.